So let's have a look at executive search options that have been introduced to HRS Connect. Firstly, we'll go to a company record. So let's click on the company tab at the top and choose list. We have, as you can see there, we've got a record selected, recruitment force. Let's go in there. And on the bottom left-hand corner, you'll notice there is a company structure and research list. Let's have a look at the company structure. So click on the company structure option there. And you'll see that we have a list of contacts on the left-hand side and an org chart on the right. These contacts are the same contacts that are in the company, so a list of all the contacts available for that company. And there's a drop-down on the right-hand side where that contact will report to, and in that drop-down you'll see it's a list of all the contacts as well. So literally everyone in the company can report to anyone else in the company. Choosing this record, we're moving Carl Rones to being reporting to Connor. So if we click on that option, you'll see Carl suddenly appears as one of the options under Connor. Viewing full view, you can see that we have those graphic displays a little bit more clearly presented. Again, we'll move now Carl under Eldon, and you'll see that a third option appears under the graph for Carl under Eldon, and again, full view shows that a little bit clearer. Now, this is obviously very easy to manipulate and choose. Should you know who the contacts are and who they report to, all you need to do is find the contact, click on who they report to, choose that option, and watch the graphic display change. It's really that easy. In full view, you get a clearer view of that option. The other tab we've got is the research list. So this is where consultants can create a list of contacts that are available against a company without actually a company record being created. You can see there the sad faces and a smiley face. Sad faces are contacts that haven't been created, and a smiley face are ones that have. The plus button allows you to create a new contact, so let's do that. We'll create a chap called Fred. We'll add Fred to the research list of Recruitment Force Limited. So fill in the name, you can put in a position, company, email, 1, 2, phone numbers, URL, notes. It's always good if you've got an email to put that in, as it helps with duplication checking. We'll add that contact, and you see they appear in the list with a sad face. Now I know this on the right hand side there are a couple of options there, so you've got you can import or export these lists, and you can show them in lists, so you can actually produce those list of contacts, and clicking on the flag option will allow you to copy the contacts from this list into a job. I've got a job that we've created here that has these contacts listed too, so I think it's job 293. So let's go to that job, the job for marketing manager, and we look at the research list within that job, and you'll notice the same contacts are there, and we have an option to add these people to a workflow or create them as a full record. So here we could long list them, short list them, or send their CV, set up interviews, whatever it might be. If they haven't been created as a contact, there's a little option there that says create, so the sad face chaps can be created. Just click on the button and it will take you to that record, and if you have a CV, obviously you can pass it directly from there too. And let's go back to the research list, and you will see that now that person has a smiley face and they can be added to the long list or short list of the job. And from the actions drop down there, you can do some additional functions like adding to short lists or long lists, or again importing or exporting the templates. Retainers is the final option we've added to the exec search functionality. Here we've got an option to add in a value and a percentage, and therefore create some retainers. So in this case, I'm choosing 55,000 and 30%. And then the number of retainers we are going to choose. In this case, we'll choose 3, which is the average. And then clicking on the calculate button will ask you if you want to do it as a fixed fee or as a percentage. Choosing the percentage will create the retainer value, and all you now need to do is click on the Create Retainer button, and these retainers will now be created. So let's do that. They should be created at £4,500 each. They can be changed, so here we've got the 3 retainers, the top one's ready to go. You could choose your currency if you have multiple currencies. If the retainer value changes for whatever reason, you might have a fixed fee for the first value and then a retainer value for the remainder, whatever it might be. You can edit that field and then click Create Invoice. So let's do that. We'll create an actual invoice for that retainer. And you'll see that this information, it's pulling it from the job, and we're going to create the invoice, and it will pull in all the information from the company, contact, jobs, all up at the top, the consultant, the type of placement it is, and we've now got a line item with a fixed value, and we can create or print that, or email or print that retainer.